Local 15 weather with Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley.
Speaking of biggest and brightest, here's our Chief Meteorologist, Derek Beasley. These things are cool. I mean, they look, the moon looks so big during these supermoons. It's really a neat phenomenon up there.
It really is, and we had one, about a month ago, and this one's going to be a pretty decent one. I think we have a pretty good chance of seeing it, too, as we've had a few pop-up storms around, but we've been able to get the clouds out of the way where we ended up with a pretty nice evening, at least fairly nice evenings over the past couple of days or so. Here's a look at live pinpoint Doppler. We're tracking more storms, and as always, with all this heat and humidity, they're producing a lot of lightning, and you see they're moving over into Baldwin County now. Crossing over Highway 43, you can see areas from Latham down towards Stockton, and these will continue moving towards Dias and Perdido and Rabun, and then eventually over into western sections of Escambia County. So if you live in Atmore, you'll probably see these storms, I'd say, by 6:30, 6:45, if they do hold together. Now, more storms are trying to pop up in Washington County, and also some other ones moving out of Choctaw County into Clark County. So basically along and north of Highway 84, Coffeyville, you guys are already hearing the lightning and thunder, at least seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder, and also up towards the Marengo County line. So these will continue to just kind of slowly move eastward across the area. Not much going on in Mobile County, at least this far south. And there's not a question we could see a couple of storms popping up here before sunset, but most of them should be gone after the sun goes down. Currently 90 in Mobile, in the upper 80s in Pensacola, but feeling like right around 100 degrees, so very sticky out there, and this will be the same old song and dance heading into the weekend. No significant changes in the forecast. Scattered thunderstorms each afternoon. Heat and humidity building across the area with temperatures in the 90s during the afternoon and 70s at night. Look at all the storms that flared up this afternoon across the southeast. So we weren't the only ones that got rain. They got some across Mississippi, at least North Mississippi, North Alabama, into parts of Georgia and the Carolinas, into Arkansas and Louisiana. And it looks like, again, most of the storms should dissipate after sunset, starting off near the coast tomorrow morning and then pressing inland during the afternoon. Wash, rinse, repeat. We do it all over again for Sunday. Coastal showers and storms spreading inland with the best chances during Sunday afternoon. Now looking at the tropics, the Atlantic's quiet, so we're going to go ahead and talk about what's going on in the Pacific. And Iselle made landfall this morning. You see it pretty much ran into the Big Island there, and it just looks like it just disintegrated, like it ran into a wall. But again, it looks like they're still dealing with some gusty winds across the Big Island and also some very heavy rainfall. And given the fact that, of course, those winds coming in from the east and is going up those huge 13,000-foot peaks there on the Big Island, they've been dealing with some mudslides and significant flash flooding. Julio right now, which is falling back behind it, it was a Cat 3 yesterday. It is now weakening. This storm is actually going to track just north of the island, so we do not expect this one to have a direct impact. However, some of the northern islands like Maui, Oahu, Kauai could see some gusty winds as well as some high surf. But at this point, nothing like what we have seen here over the past couple of days or so. So I do think that things will be a little bit better for the Hawaiian Islands than what they had to deal with Iselle. Forecast for tomorrow calls for a partly cloudy sky, scattered thunderstorms again during the afternoon, high temperatures in the 90s, so more of the same expected here for this weekend. If you're going to be heading down to the beach, right now it looks like just a spotty storm or two, but plenty of sunshine, very high UV index, southwest winds 10 to 15. Of course, if you want to get the forecast all the time, all you have to do is download our weather app on your Android or iPhone device. Just type in WPMI WX, and you can have access to the radar so you can see where the storms are and, of course, the 7-day forecast. Here's a look at what you can expect for the next 7 days. Here's your 7-day forecast. Scattered thunderstorms each afternoon. Now, we may see an increase in the activity early next week as a cold front sags into the area, but besides that, just kind of more of the same across our area with highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Yes, that time of year where we don't really see much in the way of changes, but no one's complaining. We could be dealing with a lot worse.
I go through so much shampoo that way I never know where to stop.
It
just keep going.
It just keeps going, right?
That's right. Thank you, Derek. Hey, say hello to